So welcome to TalkRx with Dr. Neha. Today I have a special guest, Raheel, who I have just met recently, and he's an engineer and an entrepreneur doing some pretty incredible work in biomedical engineering, and that's my field. So I connected to him immediately, and he has reluctantly agreed to share his communication questions with all of you. So I just want to start by saying how brave and amazing I think you are.
Thanks.
So tell me, you read TalkRx, yes?
I did.
And so tell me, what questions came up for you, or what have you noticed since reading it?
Yeah, I really like how you pieced the different components or parts together.
Okay.
I think personally, I tend to focus on one versus the others.
Mm-hmm.
And even within the different components, like for example, the body is where you kick off.
Right.
Part of my background is in engineering. A lot of it is problem solving.
Yeah.
So I often go into problem solving mode. And I think the body component helped me realize the body and the mind, where I don't necessarily always need to solve the problem. Sometimes I just need to be present. And a lot of times I'm in my head. I think one of the examples is when you see something happen, someone breaking into a car,
Mm-hmm.
you tell a story in your own head.
Oh, yes.
And you can tell the story that this person is robbing the car, this person's
Right.
keys are lost in the car,
That's right.
or anything in between.
That's right.
And I think understanding when there's fact and when there's fiction going on,
Yeah.
and a lot of that fiction really comes probably from previous experiences or movies or something along the way. Heartbreaks.
Right?
It's really interesting, right? And really piecing that out and understanding that your perspective is probably unique from other people's perspective because of your experiences.
Wow.
And then how do you really take that out of your head and balance it with the other components, like your emotions, like your feelings, like your heart.
Yeah.
And then how do you really play with all of that rather than playing so heavy in the head?
Yeah, and so I find that if you're in a profession like engineering or some sort of a science profession where we have to build and create things, right? It's about solving a problem or making something happen. It's pretty easy to stay from here up. And what was your hesitation of dipping a little bit into your heart, or what has been your experience of doing that?
It's been eye-opening. I think there's just a natural gravity to go back to the old way, right? Mm-hmm. So it just takes time, I think.
And it's what's comfortable.
Right. Exactly. It's been programmed for so long.
Yeah, so when you do kind of venture into your heart, right? It's like an 18-inch journey, but a long one, right? When you venture there, can you feel the physical sensations in your body?
Absolutely.
Like, what do you feel? What's a particular physical sensation you feel when you notice you're doing that or getting uncomfortable?
Sure.
You even told me coming on camera would make you uncomfortable.
Sure.
Are you feeling it right now?
I know, I'm good. I'm not even thinking about the camera.
Okay, great. What physical sensations happen when you move out of your comfort zone?
Yeah, I think the sensations are the same. I think now I can kind of dissect them better, right? And I can
you have like a framework.
I have a framework. I have an understanding I used to feel anxiety before, and I still do today. Now I can kind of understand why it's occurring and what's the root cause and start working at it, right?
Great. Anxiety. Let's talk about that. So chapter 15 in my book is called The Sky is Not Falling, right? Little reference to Chicken Little. And in that experience, anxiety is future thinking. And it's a fear of something that might happen in the future, right?
Sure.
So what's one thing you worry about that might happen in the future?
Oh boy.
Like what if, what?
I probably shouldn't say on camera.
How about something as simple as, like, what if I try this new entrepreneurial venture and it doesn't work?
Yeah, fair.
Right?
I actually don't fear that, though, to be honest. No, I think the journey is what I'm about in this, because the likelihood of it succeeding is slim, right? And I know that going into it.
Oh my gosh, you're a little bit of a skeptic, are you?
No, I'm just, the numbers are the numbers, right?
Of entrepreneurs that have succeeded.
Sure.
Okay, well, I'll give you one. So I have actually wondered, like, I work a lot. I wrote this book, I'm doing the TV show and all these things. Like, I wonder, like, what if I don't find love and settle down? Like, what if my life, there's this piece of it that never quite gets fulfilled while I spend the rest of my life helping other people do that? So that's like one of the things that kind of makes me a little bit anxious, you know? So that's the important thing to remember about anxiety. Whatever it is, it's a future thinking fear. It's like you've gone in a time machine forward, and so you miss the present. Either you're worried about something that's happened in the past and that it's going to happen again when it hasn't happened, or you're shifting forward into the future in this time machine. But either way, you're missing the right here and right now. So you're missing this moment and this connection. So a little bit of what I talk about in the book is around welcome back from the future. So thank you, Raheel. Thanks for sharing your journey about, how TalkRx has helped you connect your head to your heart, and also about anxiety, because I think, there's a lot of people out there who feel anxious. There's a lot of people on sleeping pills. There's a lot of people on anti-anxiety medications, and I'm not saying that's you. I'm just saying our society in general is moving towards, instead of handling what's at the root of the anxiety, masking it or numbing it out. And what I really appreciate about you is your willingness to explore your heart and your willingness to learn these new tools.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So if any of you notice that you spend a lot of your time in your head, or you also notice that dealing with your heart seems like an ambiguous or unclear, messy situation, so you avoid it at all costs, what I want you to know is in my book, TalkRx, I actually spend 5 chapters teaching you about how to navigate your emotions. And this will serve you in every conversation, everyday conversations, as well as in conflict, as well as work and home. Anytime there's some drama, you'll know how to handle it. Or anytime you just need to navigate your heart, which is every day, all the time in real life. So I hope you'll pick up a copy of this. And also, there are some tips on anxiety and how to specifically handle anxiety as well. So if you'd like to send me a question, or you'd like to be a guest like Raheel was, please send us a note below and we'd be happy to take a look. Also, you can send me a tweet at #AskDrNeha, AskDoctorNeha. I look forward to hearing from you, and I can't wait to hear what you're wondering about. Thank you.